Here I am showing you the two-player setup and gameplay for Butterfly Garden. You are going to start by placing the game board in the middle of the table. Each player is going to choose a color. They're going to grab a player screen in that color. You're going to place these 7 fountain tiles. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the middle one onto the game board in their designated spots. You're going to be placing the player tokens around the marble area based on player count and player colors. I'm going to display a table right here on the screen for you to see how they are distributed for the different player counts from 2 to 4 players. You are then going to place 1 purple and 5 pink butterflies on the center tile and 1 blue butterfly on the edges, those fountain tiles. You'll then place the rest off to the side as a reserve. That is not necessary in a 2-player game. The reserve is basically in case a butterfly goes to somewhere with 2 different colors. These each are only 1 color, so you don't really need the reserve in a 2-player game. We're going to put all the path tiles in the bag, shuffle it well. That is a small bag. It's hard to mix them up. And then each player is going to draw 2 in player order. You'll determine that player order however you choose to do that. You would then be ready to begin the game with the first player taking the first turn, obviously. So on a player's turn, they are going to place 1 of the tiles from behind their screen. In this instance, let's say blue is the first player. When you place a tile out onto the board, you can place it onto any empty spot. The only rule is you cannot place it so that the same tile begins and ends in the marble area. There is this depiction on the board to denote that, so this would not be a legal placement. This, however, would be fine because it is not ending there and it could be taken off to a different way. After you have placed a tile, so let's go ahead and place this one there. If it is attached to another tile that has a butterfly is going to follow the path until the end of that path. When you connect to the middle, you're going to remove all of the pink ones before the purple one is removed. The blue ones, obviously, you would have to connect to here in order for them to move because they are depicted here, and you'll see the little thing, so that would move that one. If you place this one over here like so, it would not move. This is for people to go around the water fountain. Once you have placed a tile and moved a butterfly, you are then going to go to the bag and draw another tile, place it in your area. Now a couple special things when you're moving the butterfly. So this butterfly would have moved to the end of this path. If you place it so 2 butterflies are on the same path and collide, such as this, they both fly away and are removed from the player board. However, you can see these are different paths. So if a butterfly had flown here and a butterfly flies along this path, they are on different paths, so they would not collide. So if I place this here and this butterfly needed to go, it would go to the end of this tile. They would not be colliding and they would not fly away. Secondly, if you make it so the butterfly's path ends on one of the marbled areas, whoever's piece color is there, so in this instance red, would get this butterfly, placing it behind their player screen for end game scoring. The game is going to end when there are no butterflies left on the game board. At that point, you are going to total up how much you have based on the butterflies you have. The purple is 3, pink is 2, and blue is 1. As I said, if this was 2 different colors and this pink entered into this spot, instead, one player would grab this pink and one would grab a pink from the reserve, both scoring it. But in a 2-player game, you do not have that happening. So that is the basics of Butterfly Garden. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope it gave you a good understanding of the game. Hope you will go ahead and head down below and hit like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring that bell for the YouTube algorithm. Alrighty, so now flutter away.